Hello Manchester United fans. Welcome to today's updates news. Man United could land £15 million Mason Greenwood windfall amid transfer interest in major PSR boost. Latest Manchester United transfer news as Mason Greenwood's future at Marseille could give United the green light to start their own business. Manchester United could be set to receive a much-welcomed financial windfall from Mason Greenwood, with a number of clubs eyeing up a move for the forward in the summer. Greenwood left United before the start of the season and being suspended by the club after he was charged with 1 count of attempted rape, 1 count of assault occasioning actual bodily harm, and 1 count of controlling and coercive behavior before the case was dropped in February 2023. Since moving to France, the 23-year-old has scored 16 goals in 28 games. Only Ousmane Dembele has scored more in League One this season, but it seems like not all is rosy at the Orange Velodrome. Roberto De Zerbi left Greenwood out of his starting 11 for the last 2 games, with him being given less than half an hour in the loss to Paris Saint-Germain. The Marseille boss has previously criticized the forward's consistency, resulting in reports he could be on his way out. PSG, Bayern Munich, and Barcelona are all said to be monitoring the situation. Should a transfer materialize in the summer, United would receive a hefty percentage of the deal, with the forward valued at around £30 million. After bringing £26.6 million to the club in the summer, Greenwood's potential move would see United inherit 50% of any fee agreed after an agreement was put in place when he left the club. United have their own ambitions in the transfer window this summer after Ruben Amorim was only able to bring Patrick Dorgu and Ayden Heaven to the club in January. A large windfall will be music to the ears of Sir Jim Ratcliffe, who has admitted they must raise funds to give the United boss the tools needed. Bouncing back, wonder goals and lion mentality inside the rise of Man United star Ayden Heaven. Ayden Heaven has made an immediate impact at Old Trafford, and we get the inside story on his rise. There's a famous clip of Ayden Heaven scoring a wonder goal for Arsenal under-16s where he runs almost the length of the pitch past several opposition players before rounding the goalkeeper to score. Watching on that day was Terry Bobby Ajikam, a Chelsea scout but a man with split loyalties, having played an influential role in Heaven's journey. And it perhaps says it all that, reflecting on the defender's rise to Manchester United starter, the quality Bobby Ajikam calls to mind is not the obvious playing ability but Heaven's mindset and resilience. Heaven was released by West Ham, turned down by Chelsea after a 2-month trial, and looked at by Tottenham and Fulham. It didn't affect him. He was confident in his ability and doubled down in his desire and determination to make it. I think his ability to bounce back has helped him become even stronger, says Bobby Ajikam, owner and founder of junior club Levels FC, who Heaven joined after leaving West Ham at 12 years old. He had a mindset that is different to everyone else. He had a lion mentality. He was arrogant on the pitch, nice boy off the pitch, but arrogant on it. That was highlighted with the way he took touches, the way he would drive through teams, the way he could break lines with passes, and how he would talk to his teammates to G them up. His character off the pitch: he is probably one of the nicest guys you will meet. He is quite quiet but a good kid to be around. He's cheeky sometimes. You hear the term live and breathe football, but he epitomizes that. And when he is on the pitch he means business. He is not your friend. He wants to win. Unless he's winning he is not smiling. Then a central midfielder, Heaven's talent was obvious and he joined the club's levels above the rest coaching group, sessions designed to work with the best players at the club with a view to helping them into professional academies. It paid off, despite a couple of false starts, and Heaven continued to train with Levels for several years while forging his path in the game. I'm forever grateful to them because they helped me stay in top condition even though I wasn't at a club. Through one-to-one sessions, Heaven told Arsenal.com in 2023 of Levels. The leader of Levels was a scout for Chelsea, so he helped me get a trial with them. I was there for around 2 months, but they eventually decided not to keep me on. That decision hurt because they kept on extending my trial, so I was disappointed when I didn't get signed. After that, I went back to one-to-one sessions at Levels and Fulham showed an interest in me. I was training with them for a month and they were actually going to sign me, but the journey to and from there was of a considerable length. I had to take the overground and underground. Cristiano Ronaldo fires back at Rasmus Hojlund after Man United star copied his celebration. Rasmus Hojlund celebrated his goal in Denmark's 1-0 win over Portugal on Thursday with Cristiano Ronaldo's trademark move. And now the veteran forward wants to get his revenge. Cristiano Ronaldo is desperate to score for Portugal against Denmark on Sunday, so he can make Rasmus Hojlund watch him perform his celebration. Hojlund made headlines by choosing to allow Ronaldo's trademark Su celebration after netting his winner for the Danes in the first leg of the Nations League quarterfinal. The Manchester United striker was accused by some of showing disrespect towards the Portugal veteran. Hojlund moved to clarify the reason behind his celebration post-match, explaining his respect for idol Ronaldo, who chose to focus on the all-important second leg on Sunday night. "It's for my idol," Hojlund told TV2 when asked about the celebration, which saw him jump into the air and spin around 180 degrees with his arms out. "It wasn't to mock him or anything. He's had such a huge impact on me and my football career." He added, "It was fantastic. It was a great day in many ways. I played against my idol and scored and was the match winner. It couldn't have been written much better." Speaking in the pre-match press conference on Saturday, Ronaldo brushed off any suggestion of offense being taken, but also showed his competitive side. "It's no problem for me," Ronaldo said. "I know it wasn't out of disrespect. It is not only him who does my celebration around the world. I'm smart enough to understand that. For me, it is an honor. I hope to do it in front of him tomorrow. It will be good. I'm glad he likes my celebration." Hojlund has previously spoken about his admiration for Ronaldo, who left United half a year before he arrived in the summer of 2023. "Cristiano has always been like my idol growing up. I always thought he was the best football player in the world and I just tried to learn from him," he told TeamViewer Diaries in November 2023. "He is the greatest goalscorer ever, probably as well." Ronaldo is hunting his 136th international goal in the Alvalade Stadium, but he admitted that there are bigger things at play than his own ambitions. "If I score, I'll be happy. But if I don't score, let someone else score. What I want is for Portugal to win," the 40-year-old said. The Al Nassr forward also defended coach Roberto Martinez, who has been criticized by some pundits and fans recently. "I think it's unfair to criticize the coach, because we're all in the same boat," he added. "We lost the game and played badly, but we have the second leg tomorrow. Calm down. Think positive and think that things will go well. There is always the right attitude in the national team. Technical aspects, of course, but other things were lacking too. That's football, you can't always play well. The atmosphere wasn't favorable either. I've played 50,000 bad games and..." Ruben Amorim tipped to bring Sancho back to Man United. Ruben Amorim has been tipped to bring Manchester United flop Jadon Sancho back to the club this summer. Sancho has hit the news recently after it emerged that Chelsea no longer see him as part of their plans for the future. Sancho, 24, arrived at Stamford Bridge last summer on a loan from Manchester United that contains a commitment to purchase the player for a fee of around 25 to 30 million euros depending on their final Premier League position. But now the Blues are ready to back out of that agreement by paying a penalty clause, as Sancho has failed to produce the goods for Enzo Maresca. Dan Michiki, Sancho's former coach for England's youth teams, believes that Sancho will thrive under Ruben Amorim at United. Sancho to thrive under Ruben Amorim? Jadon would have to play as a left-sided number 10. I couldn't see him play as a wingback, Michiki told The Sun. Can he play there? Yeah, absolutely. I think he could play for Ruben Amorim in his system. It might actually suit him more in terms of freeing him up. He wouldn't be hugging the touchline as much. He would in middle of the pitch more and would have more options when he gets the ball. Sancho is in the midst of a dreadful run of form for Chelsea, having failed to register a single goal contribution in the last 11 games. His latest dismal showing was last Sunday when he was substituted after 76 minutes in the 1-0 defeat at Arsenal. After a bright start at Chelsea in which he grabbed 3 assists in his first 3 games, Sancho has returned to the poor performances we saw at Man United. The last time Sancho managed a goal or assist was in the 1-1 draw at Crystal Palace on January 4th when he got the assist for Cole Palmer. Sancho has 1 goal contribution in the last 14 games, while the last time he scored was 15 games ago against Tottenham on December 8th. He has just 2 goals all season. Sancho troubles at Man United. Sancho joined Man United from Dortmund for €85 million in the summer of 2021. But he was a major disappointment at Old Trafford. He scored just 12 goals in 82 appearances for United and was regularly a bench player during his time at the club. Earlier last season, Sancho was frozen out of the squad at Man United. It came after manager Ten Hag criticized Sancho publicly for his poor performances in training, which was followed by the winger essentially calling his manager a liar on social media. Sancho was not called up again after this incident and was barred from training with the first team, as well as using their facilities and canteen. Sancho was also deleted from the team's WhatsApp group by Ten Hag. United Transfer listed him and then sent him on loan to Dortmund in January, where he rediscovered some of his form and helped the club to the Champions League final, where they lost to Real Madrid. He subsequently joined Chelsea last summer but is now struggling again.